Ovo Oguf. I hope I don't ruin your name, sir. Mr. Ovo Ogufere, the creative director of XA Models. Please, can you put your hands together for him? I've known him many years, always stylish. I'm going to steal your pants. And our second guest is Madonna Iloba, the Communications and Advancement Manager at the Yemisi Shillong Museum of Art. Please put your hands together for her. Of course, we have Ade Bakare. Please put your hands together for her. I was just looking for it. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Right, we have dignitaries in our midst, guys. His Excellency, okay, apparently not around now. That's how Star do. But we also have, of course, Dr. Ngozi Omambala, the Group Managing Director, CEO of NMO Management and PR Limited. Always stylish. We have two other members that will be joining the high table as soon as they're around. But ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the press conference of the MFR, the Music Fashion Runway 2022. I thought I would get a round of applause. All right. Before I go on, I want to give a brief history of this event. Okay. Give me a second because this is not here. Okay. Before I go on, I'm going to give a brief history of the event. How many of you have attended the Music Fashion Runway before? If you have, please wave your hands. Okay. Okay, I see some returnees. Ma'am, you haven't attended. Oh, you're going to have a good time. Trust me. It's a fantastic event. Please just give me a second to get the right material. I'm back. The Pan-African Music Fashion Runway has been named Nigeria's most influential fashion brand. It's a cultural showcase platform blending contemporary Pan-African designers with international runway models and cutting-edge fashion, also live music excellence. It's a celebration of our rich African heritage. The theme for this year's MFR is Fashion Forward. It's a call to all the Africans in Africa and diaspora for a green and sustainable continent which empowers and unites young African creatives. And of course, as you know, we accompany this event with the GCAA. That's the Game Changer African Acknowledgement Award. This award platform program honors trailblazers and pioneers and recognizes their significant contribution in the creative industry. Some of our recipients of these awards have been Omotola Jalade. She won in 2017. Please put your hands together. Kunle Afolayan, the legendary film director, won in 2018. Please put your hands together. Lanre da Silva, iconic fashion designer, also won in 2018. Maki O Amaka Osakwe, a worldwide brand fashion designer who has styled the likes of Michelle Obama, Kerry Washington, Lupita Nyong'o, and of course Beyonce, won this award in 2019. Now, in 2020, we had the pandemic, right? We all remember COVID, no? Okay, sure. And that may have hampered our events, but it never stopped us because the brilliant mind of Dr. Ngozi decided to take this award virtual. And our winner for the GCAA in 2020 was Guy Murray Bruce, Helen Priest, and of course the amazing Ade Bakare. Now, last year's winners were Ejiro Amos, Kelechi Amadiobi, world-renowned photographer, Linda Ikeji. How many people know Linda Ikeji? Your gist don't enter Linda Ikeji before. All right. I'm Brenda Imanus, OBE, veteran international broadcaster, won last year's GCAA. So you can tell that these awards don't just go to, people undeserving. These people have worked hard and obviously changed the faces of their industry. Now I'm going to give a brief recant of these people up here, starting with Dr. Ngozi Omambala. Apologies, the network is okay. So first I want to say we are happy to see the return of the physical event. I mean, this event here has, like I said, been hampered by COVID. Last year and 2020 we had to do this virtually because, of course, we couldn't be seated like this, right? So the event took a hit, but we didn't stop because that's the vision of MFR and NMO management. We never stop, we never let anything get in our parts. Dr. Ngozi Omambala, as we all know, has been a force in this industry, fashion, music. There's so many people that have benefited. I bet you don't know that the world-renowned, legendary Burna Boy now has been on a platform. Did you know this? Please put your hands together for her. That's something. A lot of people just blow up these days. You don't know their stories. You don't know who's responsible. And these are the kind of people that we, have to lay claim to. Now, before I go ahead, I think I'm skipping a bit of this. It might be the coffee, getting my caffeine up. I'm supposed to allow the people on stage, give some brief remarks and let me not do the talking. So I'm going to start from, not Dr. Mr. Ade Olufeko. All right, Mr. Please put your hands together for him.
Mr. Kolade, I have a frog in my throat, so I'll just say ladies first.
Okay, ladies first, then we'll go with Madonna.
All right.
Good morning. Brief intro, thank you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm very excited to be here. And thank you to Dr. Ngozi for inviting the Yemisi Shillong Museum of Art. The Music Fashion Runway is an amazing platform, for the showcase of culture, and I think it's amazing that it has been expanded this year to include, the visual arts, which is what the museum is all about. I'm from the Yemisi Shillong Museum of Art, and the museum has a mission of advancing the arts, and using the arts to teach people, helping them to learn and discover their culture, their history, their heritage. And I think it's amazing that the Music Fashion Runway is expanding this year to include, the arts. So thank you for having me here, Dr. Ngozi and her team. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for her.
Morning, everybody. My name is Ade Olufeko. I'm the chairman of the creative sector for the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It's one of the oldest chambers in all of West Africa. Dr. Ngozi just got inducted, and we're looking forward to collaborating with her organization. She has an impressive portfolio, and we do share common values with what she's doing. And over the course of the next 12 months, including the forthcoming event in December, we're looking to impart to the creative sector and the entertainment industry what it means to sustain businesses, structured businesses in this type of economy. So we just want to commend her for what she's doing, and we look forward to an engaging conversation. Thank you.
So let's go with Mr. Ovo, who is no new member to this.
Morning, everyone. It's great to be here. The Music Fashion Runway event is an incredible platform. Major stars have been able to shine through this platform. We've had the likes of not just the top designers like Mr. Adi Bakari, who has done well for the fashion industry, the likes of Ejiro Imostafari, but it's also such a delight to see that emerging talents like Cute Scent Lagos. I'm actually putting on his design, and my pants by Joseph Ejiro. So these are young people who have been given an opportunity to shine on this platform. As we speak, Cute Scent is in Paris, doing very well. Joseph Ejiro also has been invited to Rwanda. So I think it's just really amazing what Dr. Ngozi is doing. I'm delighted to be a part of this family, and I feel we have so much to look forward to this year. Every year there's always something new, something different. We have designers who come from various parts of Africa. We have stunning models, a few of them in our midst now, and then a number who will be traveling in for the event. So it's been such a delight. It's always a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's really worth it. So I want to use this opportunity to say thanks to the press for supporting, thanks for letting the world know what Africa has to offer, and a big thanks to Dr. Ngozi for this brilliant initiative.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him.
Hello, my name is Ade Bakare, the designer for Ade Bakare Couture. I want to use this opportunity to say big congratulations to Ngozi for what she's doing. The music fashion runway has been going some years now. She's kept it never easy to always events. So congratulations, Ngozi. We go way back. Ngozi is a London friend of mine. She's even taken me to Jamaica too. So I was in Dubai with Brenda Emanos, who was your compare last year. And Brenda Emanos, yes. And she was talking about the Fashion Meets Runway. And I think we both called Ngozi immediately from the restaurant. And Ngozi said, Ade, you must be part of it. And I can never resist Ngozi. She's a friend, a sister. People that I know her and her family, and they're all very, very empowering in what they do. So congratulations, Ngozi, on the beautiful event, and I look forward to it. I love the fact that she also encourages younger talent, both in music and fashion. And thanks all of you, the press too, and people here for coming, because I know you all have busy schedules. So thank you very much, and I'm sure it's going to be a very successful event.
Thank you very much. And of course, we'll round up with Dr. Ngozi.
Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon. Apologies for the late start. Thank you, Top Table, for all the kind words. You know, they've been, fundamental contributors to our platform over the years. We've been going now 8 years. I can't believe it's 8 years, to be honest. It's been a journey. I was saying to Ovo, he started with us from the very beginning, that we've got memoirs to write. I mean, it's been a turbulent journey. Nothing is ever easy, but the dividends have been amazing. The press have been incredible. You supported us from day one, from year one to year 8 as we are in now. And, we've gone through COVID, and now we're open to the public again. It's such a relief, even though, it was actually quite nice doing things online, because we have a totally new audience. We have an international, global audience due to COVID. So some positive things did come out of COVID, and we're very thankful. We had last year people watching us from America, from India, from China, from UK. I had friends in the UK who were watching us live, some of my school friends. So it's been, a real positive and thankful journey. Ade Bakare, as he said, we go back years. We go back almost like 20 years. I did a platform like this a long time ago in Jamaica. It was Pan-African as well. And I was saying to Ade a while ago that I think we were ahead of our time, because we're doing what we're doing now. We did it 20 years ago, but it was in the Caribbean. And we hope, now that we're quite established, to actually go back to different countries across the continent and beyond, to really spread the cultural influence of what's happening on the continent, what's happening in our music industry, what's happening across, the cultural space. And it's so nice to partner with the LCCI As we said, NMO management has just become a new registered memory, and it's already bringing phenomenal results. It's something that we want to open up to the entertainment sphere because I think the support is needed. And, we're forming links with other organizations. As Madonna has said, the Shiloh Museum of Art, it's a phenomenal place, and it's an education in itself to go there so that we can really appreciate our own history. History, art, music, entertainment, they go hand in hand. And as well as that, it's important. I'm a real proponent of looking after our planet, and we're seeing the effects on the continent of climate change. And it's something that we have to really recognize and work towards achieving. We have some members of the audience who are also going to be collaborating with us, who are real proponents of climate change and acting in order to, stop the tide that's happening. Africa is becoming slowly the dumping ground for what we're seeing, and we need to stop that, and we need to act. So within the creative sphere, we're going to do all we can to try and overcome those and work with people who really are in the know so that we too can educate ourselves and others. So I want to say thank you so much for coming. I don't want to go on for too long, and enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a very Nigerian That's a very Nigerian thing. After talking, so I don't want to talk too much. Just all right, like I said, I'm going to give a brief history of this event, and it's been going on for 8 years, like she mentioned. Okay. So the MFR is happy to return to our physical event after 2 years of online predominance due to pandemic, whilst shining the light on the perils of our environment and the climate change on the continent. MFR 2022 promises a signature contemporary and cultural showpiece experience. We have expanded the platform to include Pan-African satellite activities in the lead up to MFR 2022. The hashtag is Road to MFR. In the arts and cultural community at iconic venues, museums and galleries across Lagos. The Pan-African 8th Annual Music Fashion Runway will be streamed live via the social media platforms, as was last year's successful event, which opened the pioneering of music and fashion platform to a global international audience of over 10,000 people watching live. This year's 2022 hybrid edition, fully virtual, will still embrace our international online fan base as well as our physical guests at this stunning location. Now, the priority of this event is to produce always a safe and secure environment, a first-class event of live music excellence while showcasing Pan-African fashion, established designers, and international runway models. Our invaluable experience and insight gives us unique privilege to create and deliver an event without compromising on entertainment value. Please put your hands together for that. That is fantastic. To have been doing this for 8 years is no small feat at all. Now, I would also like to inform us that the Music Fashion Runway for a second year has selected 2 ambassadors whom I believe should be present. Okay, so ambassadors for this year are Oyindamola Okufuye and Mayowa Adedugbe. Can we please put our hands together for them? Are they here? Please, can you stand up for recognition? Stunning models, as you can see. Please keep the applause going. It's not easy to. Yeah. All right, these 2 individuals have both risen to walk international runways and are well-deserved winners of the MFR Model of the Year Award 2021. You can check out stunning campaign visuals of the 8th Annual Music Fashion Runway and the Game Changer on our social media platforms. I'm pretty sure I saw him last year walking the... Yeah. Some of your clothes this year, you will not see them after because I will be taking them. All right, and we have come to a moment that I like to enjoy, the unveiling. Okay. All right, okay, I skipped that. I'm going to go straight to our GBT auditions. How many of you know of the GBT auditions? Anybody here? Okay, I see we have some new inductees. I'm going to inform you. The Golden Breakthrough GBT auditions are a youth empowerment initiative, of course started by NMO Management. And this platform, like I said, is a youth empowerment and social responsibility talent hunt, an initiative that supports upcoming creative talent. So as far as I know, this platform has been responsible for, like I said, the likes of Burna Boy. We've had lots of models come through and lots of amazing musicians, one of which we are going to see here today. Also, the GBT Music Fashion Runway model search, as with last year, will select 2 upcoming models who will be given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to kickstart their modeling careers by walking the MFR 2022 catwalk. Please put your hands together for that. So if you have interests, in becoming a model, I mean, Mr. Ovo, I came ready today, as you can see. I'm not doing bad myself, right? All right, so we can do that. I'm looking to becoming a model. If you do have the same interest, I would implore you to just go on the platforms. Let me read them out right now. So on Instagram at GBT Auditions, or at Music Fashion Runway, one word, and at Loud and Proud Live 1. That one's a bit of a Loud N, not and, the letter N, and Proud Live. Becoming musician, you've got talent or you want to be model, please go on these platforms and send a DM. I'm sure you get responses. We're ready. Okay. So like I said, one of my favorite parts of this press conference is usually the unveiling of our visuals, because I don't know what's behind that, but I bet it's stunning. There's usually a lot of creative effort that goes into. Okay, I think I would invite Dr. Ngozi Amambala and Mr. Ade to come and do the honors of unveiling our visual for the 2022 MFR Runway, Music Fashion Runway, I beg your pardon. I think one on each side will do that. Okay? So I'm going to go NMO and we'll pull it down. Is that fine? Are we good? Okay. We need to build the suspense. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Ooh. NMO! Let's go! Fantastic. Please put your hands together for this. Let's give credit where credit is due. So the photography was done by Ofure Gallo, the designer, the amazing Joseph Ejiro, and of course our models are Ohindamola Okufuye and Mayowa Adedugbe. The location for this shoot was the UK Deputy High Commission residence, Lagos, Nigeria. As you can see, this is stunning. Please put your hands together for this again. All right, let's get our pictures, videos. All right, thank you very much. Talk about this like. Okay. Media, are we ready? Okay, so I would just like to speak to Dr. Ngozi on the creative process that went on behind this imagery. You know, why we went with this, what it represents, and how we're moving forward from this. So talk us through this. What was the inspiration behind this?
Well, we were invited by the UK Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. Ben Llewellyn-Jones, to the High Commission. They were doing a trade fair, and they invited us to we were invited to do a mini music fashion runway, a very small version of what we do this coming December. And so this was the result of one of the particular outfits, a collection that we had. We knew that Meowa and Oyin were our, models. They won they won Model of the Year, MFR, last year. And so what normally happens is the winner for last year becomes the campaign muse for the following year. So hence we have that. Yes, Meowa was in last year's show, so was Oyin. Oyin's been in our show for many, many years, and she's now coming to the fore. She's doing amazing. She looks absolutely incredible on the runway. A name to watch out for, both of them. And as you can see, this is just quite magical. I mean, international, Pan-African, totally 100% Nigerian, and we're so proud of this. We thank the UK Deputy High Commissioner for giving us the opportunity to take the pictures at their beautiful residence, and also allowing us to showcase a little bit of what we do at MFR on the larger scale. And also we were really privileged to have Her Excellency, the First Lady of Lagos State. She was also present. She loved the show. And, she's been really encouraging us, and we thank her as well, Her Excellency, for her support in what we're doing. So that's, in a nutshell, how it all came about. And as I said, we've been doing it for 8 years. It's about time we expanded the platform to introduce satellite activities that really enrich our culture and are very necessary for us to appreciate. Hence, we have the involvement of the Museum of Art. We thank Engineer Yemisi Shiloh for his contribution. Also the Nikkei Art Gallery. They're another gallery that's also involved in our road to MFR this year. So exciting times ahead.
Exciting times indeed.
We really are excited for what the future holds for the creative industry. And I hope when the questions come, you can ask us more about climate change, because we've got the experts in the audience, Feluke and Princess. I can see you two. These are people we are going to be collaborating with in terms of climate change and its impact on the African continent, and how we can stop the tide of destruction, particularly for the continent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So like she said, this has been going on for 8 years. Of course, in that time, they've been able to build, or I should say we, because I've been a part of this for a couple of years as well. We've been able to build a platform that not just enriches or talks about the rich cultural heritage of Africa, musically, fashion-wise, and of course now we're adding the arts to it. Just to reiterate, I think I need to bring back people's minds to the date of the actual event. You know that this press conference, of course, is to find out more about the event. I know we're going to take questions. I can see that you're buzzing to ask some of your questions. So yeah, the date for the The date for the 8th Pan-African Music Fashion Runway is going to be Saturday, 3rd of December 2022. It's happening here, the Naval Dockyard, Amadou Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Are we all aware of the dates? Let's put your hands together for that. It's going to be a stunning event. I'm looking forward to it. So now we have come to questions. I'm sure there are members of the audience that have questions. I'm pretty sure these two have loads of questions. So any member of the high table you want to throw a question at, please put your hands up. We'll get a mic to you and you can ask your questions. Anybody? Any takers? Don't be shy now. Folake? Huh? That's not your name. Oh, that's your name. So yeah, I mean, I believe that you have a question or two. Oh, we have someone in the back. I will come back to you then. Okay. Okay, I'll just go there.
Good afternoon. My name is Yimika. I represent 47 Vibes Media. Last year, the event was kind of different, right? And this year, we're seeing new faces, new models, different event center. So what else are we expecting to be different for this year's event? What else can we see that will be done differently for this year's event? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ovo, do you want to take that?
So you're very observant. I'd say it's been a process of growth for us, and with every year, one of the core values is that you expect something new. There's always some surprise. It could be from the recipient of the Game Changer Awards. It could even be a new segment, for instance, celebrating the models who are doing well. That was a new segment that was added as we went on. So, but one of the things I would say is that the platform has evolved, and I can assure you that the process of even getting a larger space. So last year, because of COVID, we had to do a hybrid events, meaning we had the physical. As a result of that, the previous space we were using was obviously too small. We had more designers showing interest. We had more models who also wanted to be on the platform. So it's really a process of growth. It's a process of evolving. So we're so excited God made it possible for us to get a much larger space. And with every year, we look at how to add value to the industry and to the players. So for this year, we're having new designers who will be coming in from other parts of the continent. And then even the process of production, you know, one of the things that we're sticklers for is excellence. We want something that would put us out on a positive note. Not just a new space, but various elements. I think from some of the things we've heard so far, you can see that other people are collaborating with us. And there's always a message that we want to pass across. You know, so I'll just say it's going to be on a much larger scale. There'll be more models on the runway. There'll be more designers coming from other African countries. And even the process of production is going to be entirely different from what you've seen before. So if you have experienced the past 7 years, be sure that this year will be much bigger than what you've seen before. So I hope that.
Yes. Thank you very much. I was afraid you were going to say, oh, not to say too much. I mean, all right, another question. Oh, now you guys are engaging. I like that. Okay? Go with you.
Thank you very much. The runway content is beautiful, but what about music? What should we expect from? Who are we looking at in terms of music or the artists? Thank you.
All right. I'll let you take it.
Thank you for the question. Well, you know, Pan-African Music Fashion Runway is exactly as it's expressed. It's a combination of all of those elements. And we have a platform called Loud and Proud Live, which basically is a live music platform, and we've been pushing artists for the last 10 years on that platform. Music Fashion Runway really encompasses a lot of what we do on Loud and Proud. We like to bring on board young talent coming through, because really there's not very much space for up and coming artists. So this is a platform where we can, unapologetically bring them on board, where there's no politics. It's just based on pure talent. And that's what we like to represent, and that's what we like to push. And you can see now, with a lot of the people that we have pushed in the last 10 years, are now the biggest players in the business, the biggest players on a global scale. And we will continue to do that, pushing from grassroots up. The big players are on their own now. They've come out of the nest and they're able to go far, which they're doing. So we're going to continue doing that. Obviously, yes, you'll see some established artists, but it's going to be a combination of all of that, which is why we have the GBT auditions, our empowerment platform. We don't like to let the cat out of the bag. There's always a surprise. If we did, then what's the point? But thank you for the question. I hope it answers your question. We're all about pushing young talent and giving opportunity and keeping us proud Africans and Nigerians. This is where we're standing from. Thank you.
Sorry, okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Ngozi. So I did say earlier that we had one more representative that was supposed to come up on stage. So I'm going to bring her up right now, and that is no other person than Sebo from the South African Embassy. Is she here? Okay, I've just been told that she's not available. So, okay, we'll go back to questions. Anybody have any other? Okay, we got two in the back. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. My question is, for the young Nigerians who are interested in this, how do you intend to carry them along, to bring them in?
So I want to throw this open to who wants it now, because I know they've spoken, but do you want it, madam? Okay, yes, of course.
I don't mean to hog the microphone, but I just want to be clear about, certain things that we do within our organization. We have a platform called the GPT Auditions, and in answer, madam, to your question, our platform is an empowerment platform, and it's specifically created, this was created 8 years ago, to empower young creatives. Now, we've incorporated the GPT auditions into the Pan-African Music Fashion Runway by having a model search. We do the model search every year, and we give 2 unknown aspiring models the opportunity to literally walk the music fashion runway. This happens every year. We have an online platform. We push it. In fact, as soon as this press conference finishes, you're going to see us pushing on the platform to find the model search for the GBT auditions. So that's a platform. It also applies to music, the GBT auditions. In fact, one of our artists performing later on today is a product of that platform. We're very proud of the platform because, it's so good to see them coming through and being successful in the contemporary market. So, yes, I hope that answers your question. No more questions for me, please. We have a top table here.
All right. One more question, right? Okay.
Feels good to be here again. My name is Adebayo Elupeju from Africa Fashion League. My question goes to Mr. Ade from LCCI. It's quite exciting to actually have a different sector from the usual sectors that we've always had. The LCCI coming on, it's pretty much like a new development to me. I know you've been doing other things in other sectors, but coming on to this MFR, what should we be expecting from you?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for the wonderful question. And This collaboration and partnership is brand new. There are discussions of imparting to the communities out here on how we can sustain the creative sector, the talent that we have. LCCI is all about business. That's the de facto. How can we make money? I joined LCCI because of my background. My background is international, well-versed. I have a platform as well in New York City as well as Nigeria. I came in, I've worked with talented individuals in the modeling industry as well. That's where Dr. Ngozi and I have had conversations. She was part of a woman empowerment group, I believe, speaking to the DG of LCCI, and she said, why don't you talk to Mr. Olufeko? He's the chairman of the creative sector. Our creative sector has had its challenges. I won't say that it's a cakewalk. It's about educating the typical African, Pan-African, Nigerian first, what the creative sector entails, and seize and grab the opportunities. And that's where LCCI comes in. What can we expect from this partnership? Answering your question, how can we tell the youth and how can we tell all the creative entrepreneurs how to structure their business? How can you find collaborations of shared value? How can you make money? How can you not be a flash in the pan? I believe that this panel over here at this press conference and all the potential partnerships would show what this partnership has potential to do. So we're looking at just coming with our knowledge. We have 26 sectorial groups. The mining industry, we have import exports, we have the legal industry. We've had conversations with CNN, entertainment lawyers who talk about trademarks, patents. If you have an idea, fashion design, anything, just protect you. And also, I am a representative of, the youth. There are lots of cultural vultures out there who we've spoken about, who just come, grab the talent, and then you see it on the international stage. And then the youth are all about japa, sakpa. They're leaving the country in droves. You understand? We're trying to prevent that because Africa is where it is. And I apologize I'm speaking so much, but I'm really passionate about the creative sector. So through this partnership and collaboration, we're really looking at coming with a strong force yearly and just explore the opportunities and possibilities this December 3rd. Thank you very much. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ade. And yes, you're not right. You're not wrong. A lot of people are thinking about Japa, but we can tell that there's so many things happening still in the industries here in Nigeria. And of course, when we empower the youth, we can cultivate more of the brain instead of the brain drain that we're having currently. All right, my own question would be to Madonna. Right, I just want to ask, what would you say the art scene, especially because you are the advancement manager at a museum, what would you say the art scene currently is in Nigeria? How would you brandish it?
The Yemisi Shillong Museum of Art is really it's a cultural institution, but it's also an educational institution. So what we try to do at the museum really is to, beyond aesthetical appreciation of art, we try to use art to help people learn and explore and learn about different relevant topics. Like they were talking about sustainability, and he just mentioned about migration and Japa and all of those things. Like, for example, we have an exhibition currently showing at the museum that explores migration. It's called Water Under the Bridge. So really what we try to do at the museum in the arts industry is to see how we can use the art as a tool for learning and discovery, of culture, of heritage, of history, which is something that Dr. Ngozi was talking about earlier. So that's really the way the museum tries to contribute to the art scene. So it's more of a cultural and educational institution. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So moving on to okay. Moving on to the next line of action. I'm here to announce the host of this year's MFR Music Fashion Runway event. So our host for this year's event is none other than the iconic award-winning veteran broadcaster, Brenda Emmanuel. Please put your hands together for her. She's a legendary winning broadcaster. Miss Brenda Emmanuel has a career history spanning over 20 years in the international face of fashion, arts, and culture. Miss Brenda has been one of the main presenters on the closed show of the BBC's iconic flagship program for 5 years, watched by millions of viewers. Her impressive career to date spans journalism, radio, and of course she's interviewed the likes of Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, just to name a few. In 2019, Brenda Emmanuel of Afro-Caribbean descent was awarded the OBE by the late Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of England for her services across the broadcasting and diversity industry. So you can see that we are not just bringing anybody. I had the pleasure of working with her last year, and she is absolutely fantastic. So I'm glad to announce that she will be coming back for a second year to be the host of MFR. Okay, Dr. Omobala actually has some very good words about Miss Brenda here. I'm going to try and do it in her accent. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, she says, Brenda brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our continent, rivaled by none other. NMO management is honored and filled with pride to welcome Brenda. She was here last year, like I said, and she's going to be coming back. She adds priceless value to an already successful, proudly Pan-African entertainment event and its connectivity across UK, Europe, USA, and beyond. Now for a bit of entertainment. With us here today is a graduate, can I say that? A graduate of the GBT audition, someone who has gone through the platform that has been created by this wonderful management. We have an artist here with us who's going to thrill us with music and his musical performance. None other than Skui to give us a feel-good anthem called Amaka. I hope Amaka is not disappointing us today. All right, please put your hands together for Skui as he entertains us today with his amazing musical. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Skui.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, my distinguished ladies and gentlemen. They call me Skill, aka Winston Churchy, aka Body Piper, aka Don Demonda, aka Wawu. When I say Wawu, you say Wawa. Wawu. Oh man. Last year is a movie. If you were not there last year, this year you don't need to miss this. I'm performing Amaka. If your name here is Amaka, and you're a lucky girl, man. So lucky. So I'm giving this song right now. This one is them song for the 2022 MFR. You know, I'm giving you this now. I'm just giving you, it's just like a teaser. But on that same day, I'm giving you more of it. Let's love like Romeo and Juliet. With my talking drummer now. I'm giving you this now. Let love like Romeo and Juliet. Oh. Anything you want, baby, take a more. I'm gonna find my friend, they talk a more. Ọmọ tó sẹ́tì ní ṣìdè jíjà mi o, àkàrà yá àṣàgó, ṣọ́ọ̀tì àgbàsàlá, òjùjú kàràbá, my baby phone náyà, àkàrà yá àṣàgó. Calm down. See, let's put it as if you're Amaka. Let's go there. See, Amaka, you fine. See this baby. Yes, let's focus on her. Let go. Yes, Amaka, you fine. Amaka, you set. Then you no go regret. Buy you many revenge. If they cause trouble, I go revenge. But I'm in love with your skin. I'm in love with your body. There is something about this baby. Your mother today let me take your body go far away. Yes. You said forget about your vet. The boy they connect. They just want to scatter us. Yes. Let love like Romeo and Juliet. Anything you want, baby, they come. I'm not gonna find my friend, they don't come. Ọmọ tó sẹ́ẹ̀tì ní ṣìdè jíjà yo, àkàrà yá àṣàgó, ṣọ́ọ̀tì àgbàsàlá, òjìjú kàràbá. My baby, hold this again, I'm coming again. See, we are doing something else. Excuse me, dance. Let's go. We are going now. Hey, okay. Let's go. Step. One step. Let's pull one step. I'm not going to stress you right now. We are going on one step. Let's go. Hey. Look down. Oh, you can see right now. Whine it for me, girl, baby dolly girl. No, they don't me. Whine is girl. Oh yeah, oh lo lo lo. My baby fine, she be like oh lo lo. Yeah, oh yeah, oh lo lo lo. My baby fine, she be like. A round of applause, man. Thank you. They call me skill with the
Again, put your hands together for Skill. He's not lying. Your skin sets everything. Distracting me. Yeah. All right. I think we're slowly coming to the end of the show. I just want to again re-announce the dates for our event for this year. If you didn't hear me the last time, it's the 3rd of December 2022. The main event is happening on the 3rd of December 2022 here at the Naval Dockyard, Amadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. So that's where we're having it. And of course, if you want to join us virtually, I'm going to read out some of the handles for the platforms. So if you're watching via YouTube, it's NMO Management and PR on YouTube. NMO Management and PR, one word. On Instagram, you can follow Music Fashion Runway, Loud and Proud Live 1, GBT Auditions, or NMO_music. On Facebook, it's NMO Music Inc. or Music Fashion Runway, GBT Auditions, or you can just friend Ngozi Omambala on Facebook. I'm sure she will accept your friend request. On Twitter, which Elon Musk has now bought, is at Loud and Proud Live, or at GBT Auditions, or at Caramel Chick NG. I've always been jealous of that handle. Caramel Chick NG is, of course, Dr. Ngozi Omambala. Our website is www.loudandproudlive.com. So these are all the platforms which you can join us from to be a part of this year's MFR 2022. Now, for sponsorship and magazine advertising and general inquiries, just send an email to nmomanagement&pr@gmail.com. I'll say that again, nmomanagement&pr@gmail.com. All your inquiries, all your sponsorship details will be answered there. So I think, okay, what's left now is our photo call. Yes, so members of the audience, members on the high table will take pictures, and of course you're welcome to take pictures with them. Some networking can go on, and I think at this point we're pretty much done. So please put your hands together for yourselves. Put your hands together for these brilliant minds on the high table. Put your hands together for me. Yeah. My name is Kolamide. I've been your host today. It's been a wonderful event. Big thank you to NMO Management. The MFR, the Music Fashion Runway, is one that I look forward to every year. It's been a wonderful 8 years, and I'm sure it's going to go on for 10 more years. Right? Again, a round of applause for everybody. And yes, we're welcome to take pictures. We're welcome to network.